we're gonna start over here and kind of make our way through. But as you can see, we are at Uber. There's some guy over there who's, I don't know exactly what his position is, but he's there. So this is a very effective sign in my opinion, because this highlights the real problem. The rider pays $40. The driver gets $16. Lyft, or it could be Uber in this case, takes $24. So that's probably one of the best signs to illustrate the problem and the plight of the drivers, in my opinion.
Cut, we want it back. Gas gone up, pay rate gone down. We want it back. Uncle on, support the driver.
Welcome to California, Senator Kamala Harris. Uber's top lawyer, Derek Anthony West. Yeah, we're gonna make a video about that, guys. Who is also Kamala's brother-in-law. Senator, have you received a job from Uber for 2020?
I think the strike will definitely get the attention of a lot of politicians, especially the politicians that may want to be in bed with Uber per se, and stop hiring. I notice there's a lot of people in the Obama administration that have gone and worked for Uber, and you know, you have all these people getting together and all these laws. And let's stop what happened to the rule of law. You know, we need structure. So to answer your question is, you know, we want a decent pay, we want respect, we want honesty and transparency. It's very clear.
Trying to sell the driver that you're going to make more money by lowering the rates and spreading and getting you more rides, when actually you can't get more rides. You only do a certain number of physical rides within 1 hour. Period. You only have a certain amount of people in your car at any given time, be it a short ride, a long ride, or a couple of combination of the above. So what happens is they spread out the rides, they take more booking fees, you make less money. 165 to 185 an hour, somewhere around there. I could be off. But in 2014, when I first purchased a vehicle to drive, it was more than double what it is now. You know, first and foremost, if they bring back at the very least, the 25% that they arbitrarily decided to just take back last week to cover whatever it is they're trying to cover and make more money. 2, the fact that we have some kind of say as far as dealing with clients and deactivation. For example, if you get a really bad person in your car, you have to deal with them, because they can literally complain to Uber and get you knocked off the platform. Without you having any defense. They'll knock you off the platform and investigate later. Case in point, you get somebody that happened to a driver, I know, doesn't even drink. The guy has never been a drink. He's a Christian guy. Somebody got in his car and he told him, you can't have that in the car, alcohol. And the person kind of even spilled it on the way out. He didn't notice. Next guy, 1 or 2 passengers later, got in the car, smelled alcohol, complained to Uber. Guy got knocked off the platform for a week. He couldn't make money for a week because somebody didn't like the fact that he wouldn't let them drink in their car.
My little thing looks, hey, Reuters is here.
Turn off the app!
On the sidewalk, guys. On the sidewalk. Uber, IPO this. Pay your drivers. Make them happy like you make the riders happy. Maybe you wouldn't be here. Stop making the riders happy so you can look for your IPO. All you care about is market share. All those little rides, 1,000 million rides that make us no money, and you cut our pay by 25%. We don't want that. We want a raise. Instead of making it better, you're making it worse every time. We are sick. We're sick and tired. Enough is enough. The much can we take? You want us to pay 50%. You want us to be your partner, but they treat us like employees.
For all we know, it's 200 billion. I mean, that company's been making money worldwide for a long time. They obviously aren't hurting for money. But you know who's hurting? We are. The drivers. They're all hurting. And it's unfair. And unless we all basically do this and unite and actually stop using it, there's the only way we're going to get a message across is everyone does it at the same time.
Yeah, we're out here standing strong, supporting the LA drivers. And it's really cool to see all the media and all the channels here today. And this seems to be working. This is a movement, ladies and gentlemen.
There's the suit. I don't know what his job is, but he looks important.
Huntington Beach Police Department. I need you guys to get in this circle like a U shape. We're going to go start off right here, the line, go all the way down and make a U. And then we're going to continue just a march like in a circle. So that way we do not clog or congest the sidewalk.
Everybody, follow me!
Follow the leader! Follow the leader!
So that's the leader, apparently.
Guys, we need to do a picket line. All you guys from the Redondo Beach Police, we need you to get in a line and let's walk in a picket line. Keep on going in a U shape. And now 66. That is an 82% pay cut. Sustainable living wages. How did we get here? Uber and Lyft are racing towards the bottom of the barrel of fare, cutting each other and stealing money from their hard and the NAACP started a partnership to recruit 3,000 new drivers from the low-income communities. Uber and the NAACP are recruiting thousands of new drivers from the poorest areas of the state. People who they believe are desperate, to work for $5.53 per hour after expenses. And for those of you that I may have to spell it out for, they are seeking to hire the poorest Black, Latino men and women drivers in the community while making less than federal minimum wage. Now thank you for all the news outlets and the media who are present here today, who are represented to shine a light on exploitation. We appreciate you for coming. Thank you. And finally, to the exploited, to the Uber and Lyft drivers, thank yourselves for showing up and no longer being willing to starve on the crumbs while our companies gorge themselves on the profit of our wheels.
Gracias por venir y por el soporte que nos están aportando y les agradecemos muchísimo y pues estamos aquí por la razón de que ya estamos cansados de la manera que nos están tratando Uber y Lyft y necesitamos que nos apoyen y esta es la manera perfecta de que podemos ganar. Si en Nueva York ganaron, estamos haciendo $27 la hora, nosotros también podemos ganar. ¡Sí se puede! 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 I've been driving for over 3 years and I've seen this get worse and worse and the rates getting lower and lower. We've had some good days, but a lot of bad days. And now with this pay cut, that leaves us with 60 cents a mile. That really leaves us with 2 pennies after tax deduction of 58 cents. So we're really getting paid
2 cents a mile. What bills can you pay with 2 cents a mile? How much do you have to drive to make money if you're really profiting 2 cents a mile? Anyways, I stand with you here today to fight against this injustice and this exploitation that is happening to us drivers by these 2 big giants, Uber and Lyft. And the bottom line is, the city doesn't move without us. They give us the riders, but we do the ride.
Yes.
And they're trying to shortchange us. So the bottom line is, I'm sure a lot of you feel mistreated and underpaid. And Uber calls us partners. You guys feel like partners? No! Is this a fair partnership? No! We deserve better treatment. And we deserve fair pay.
That's right.
And this is strike 1. If nothing changes, we're coming out again.
Yeah!
Thank you all for being here.
Yeah.
And Drivers United.
Come on. Hey everyone, my name's Josh. That's loud as hell. I'm a driver for Uber and Lyft. I'm mad about these rate cuts. How about you? Yeah! In the 4 years I've been a rideshare driver, we've seen these companies take more and more of our back-aching labor as they continue to give us partners less and less and less and less and less.
Yeah.
We've seen them take 54% of our pay while they are worth billions. But never before have they been so brazen, so callous, so unapologetically greedy than they were a week ago when they took 25% of our pay. In times like these, it might be tempting to give up hope. Curl up in a ball while they kick you while you're down over and over again. After all, Uber and Lyft are titans. They're many times stronger than any one of us alone. Their legal teams and their lobbyists, their bottomless venture capital. I know there are those of us who are struggling, burning the candle at both ends, just to put gas in the tank, food on the table, pen in the envelope. Or at least those of us who are lucky enough to have a roof over our head to pay rent for.
Shame.
The fact that these vultures have driven people to homelessness in their pursuit of greed is a blight upon our country. I'm no stranger to those struggles. But you know, I look around, I see all these smiling but angry faces, and I can't help but feel a ray of hope for the first time in years. Because even though alone, we may be battered and beaten down, together, we're unstoppable! Today is the day that we begin to rise up and take down this giant before it destroys us all! And we didn't come here today to raise our hands and ask nicely for Uber to give us our payback, did we? No! Hell no! We came here to demand that they recognize our right to organize, negotiate our own behalf. We came here to demand a seat at the board of directors so we can have a real voice. Yeah! That these companies be transparent about the work they're hiring us to do before we're committed the time and resources just to find out what we're doing. We came here to demand that they institute standards over the number of cars on their platform rather than intentionally oversaturating the market and destroying the environment in the process. Yeah! And we came here to demand that Uber and Lyft work together with our city to make ride-sharing better for everyone instead of just stonewalling our elected representatives. We came here to demand not to be suddenly deactivated without just cause. We came here to demand that these companies be honest with their customers about how much money they're taking from drivers on every single damn trip. And we came here today to demand that Uber and Lyft stop taking up to 60% of our pay to replace us with robots. And instead, they pay us an honest, livable wage for our city. And if they refuse, we're not asking. LA has come to depend on rideshare drivers, but there's nothing special about Uber and Lyft. We can get along without them just fine. With every passing day, our numbers grow, and soon we'll have the strength to kick these 1%ers and their get-rich-quick schemes back to the curb and send them sulking back to Silicon Valley where they belong. Ethical and just alternative.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Fuck yeah!
These are our cars. These are our streets.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
These are our lives. These companies are built on our backs, not theirs.
Exactly.
And we're not going to take this anymore, are we?
No! No!
Damn right.
Hey, thank you. First, I want to thank all the drivers who spoke today. And I want to thank all the drivers who came here today to stand up for yourselves, to stand up for each other, to stand up for your families, stand up for your communities. My name's Jeremy Arnold. I'm a faith-rooted organizer with Clergy and Laity United for Economic Justice. I speak today on behalf of over 1,000 religious leaders in Los Angeles and Orange counties. I'm also a member of the Unitarian Church. In my tradition, we look to the words and deeds of prophetic people, which challenge us to confront powers and structures of evil with justice, compassion, and the transforming power of love. And that's what you're doing today. You're speaking truth to power. You know better than anyone that the gig economy is a rigged economy. And you know that Uber and Lyft's current business model is founded on a lie. The lie of misclassification. The lie that you are independent contractors and not company employees. The lie, in effect, that you are alone. In his letter from a Birmingham jailhouse, the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. wrote that we are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Until today, the companies have dictated your destiny to you. But today, you take your destiny back into your own hands. I want to take a moment to commend your courage. It takes courage to take on these Goliaths of the tech industry. It takes courage to strike the boss. Nobody thought that the city of Jericho, with its walls 100 feet high, could ever fall. But because the people had the courage to march, the walls of Jericho fell. So take courage, friends, because the way is often hard. The path is never clear, and the stakes are very high. Take courage, because deep down there is another truth. You are not alone. So when the company tells you you are alone, to give up, to get in line, don't believe their lies. Hold fast to your truth, because the truth will set you free.
Over the weekend, we got a tweet from Bernie Sanders. And he said we can no longer accept a situation in which a tiny handful of Americans become extraordinarily wealthy by paying their workers starvation wages. It's unacceptable that the co-founder of Uber is worth $5.8 billion. While half of the Uber drivers make just $9.21 an hour, and it's really worse than that. It's morally grotesque that the co-founder of Lyft has an estimated net worth of $450 million, while its workers make as little as $3.75 an hour after expenses. misclassifying us as independent contractors.
I'm a Uber driver, I'm a Lyft driver. Sorry. I'm a Lyft and Uber driver. And what I want to talk about, because so many people have said it before.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
Turn it around.
Squeeze it.
Okay. So many people have already covered so many of the subjects that I wanted to talk about. So what I'm going to do is make it very short. I want to know, what's the mayor doing? We are responsible for that man in the office, yet he is ignoring 100,000 workers that are asking for his help.
Woo! Tell us, sister.
Where is he? Where is he? The governor, where are you? Are you working for us? Or are you working for the technology companies? Help us!
Tell it!
We're asking for your help. Meet with us.
Yes.
There's no one speaking to us. We can't be independent contractors when we don't negotiate our pay. That's 101, independent contractors. We don't get to negotiate our pay. That's why we're being paid 60 cents per mile now. The IRS allows us to write off 58 cents. That covers the car payments, gas, maintenance, thank you.
The value of the car.
And for everything. So that means 58 cents from 60 cents. 2 cents. 2 cents. We are valued at 2 cents. And we are the partners. What? I'm sorry. What's my language? Who comes up with these ideas? You know, I want to ask Uber, who is sitting there and coming up with these ideas? Partner. Thank you.
Yeah, we know when we don't have much of a voice yet, the way we get attention is by gatherings like this. This is just the beginning. Drivers in New York struck over and over and over, and they got $28 minimum now. That Lyft and Uber is fighting, and so they're fighting back. Okay. We heard from the governor this week for our protest in front of his office in downtown LA. He's gonna meet with us. I just checked my email, and we got a note from a city council member who wants to meet with us.
How's everybody today? Fantastic. So my name is Tyler. I joined Rideshare Drivers United about 5 months ago. And within that 5 months, I have seen talented, hard-working people spending every day organizing folks like you to fight for better working conditions. And it makes me so happy to see so many come out here today in solidarity with your fellow drivers to earn something better for yourselves than what the boss man's going to hand you. When I look out this crowd, I see my neighbors, my fellow Los Angelinos, people who spend every day of their lives trying to get a better life for themselves and their families. Each and every one of us is unified by the fact that we signed up for a rideshare platform to get a better life for ourselves. But something we didn't realize when we started that was that we would become an intrinsic part of this community. Nobody in Los Angeles gets around without a Lyft or Uber driver. Everybody is We have helped the elderly get to their medical appointments. We have helped people who are unable to get home safely get to their home safely. Every time a person enters our car, we are given a sacred trust to make sure that they get home or where they're going safely. They trust us to do that. That trust gives me pride every single day.
Yeah, it is true.
But despite all of the value that we bring to our community, despite all of the people we help, Uber and Lyft continue to show us that they have no respect for us at all. Every day you feel it. Every day when you pump gas into your car, every time you pay a payment on your vehicle, every time you see the miles go thousands and thousands more on your odometer, you feel that pain that Uber is giving you. And that they continue to give less and less and less for fair and honest work. And we deserve much better than that. In the Gilded Age, 100 years ago, the rich man oppressed the poor man. He shoved them in factories and cared not about their working conditions or their lives. But we've learned that when working people come together, when they join in solidarity with one another, we can earn something better for ourselves. So remember that we're not just fighting for ourselves today here. As more and more automation continues to shove people out of retail and industrial work, they will come to the gig economy. And what they will find will depend on what we do here today. Will it be a job that will be able to pay their bills and make sure that their children can have a decent life? Or will it be slavery and poverty to the boss man tech barons? This is only the opening shot in a battle, guys. It's a battle that will ring for every city in America. As long as people stand up and demand what is equally theirs, what is fairly theirs, then we will win this day. Have faith and join each other. Solidarity forever!
Good, everybody, how you doing? Good. Amazing. So my name's Keith. I've been driving for 3 years now, and I just want to tell you a little about what our success is here. When we called for this strike, we started to make notes on online Facebook announcements and so on. We're kind of surprised by how much negativity there was. A lot of people told us, "You'll never get Uber to change. You can't have any influence for them." But they don't know what this is about. With the strength that we're gaining, we are gaining credibility with lawmakers, policymakers, and large labor unions. We are getting friends in the right places.
Let's work together.
And Uber and Lyft have to listen to the lawmakers if they expect to have their interests looked after. So there's a little problem though. Back in January, our new governor said that since there's new legislation being written right now, you got labor on one side trying to push their interests, and we got big business and big tech on the other side trying to push their interests. The governor said they're both going to have to lean towards one another. And I thought, what is he talking about? Uber and Lyft have us over a barrel. There's nowhere for us to lean. We need the governor's moral leadership to help us get upright. Sorry, as you might notice, I was out at the LAX lot doing street teaming last night. A lot of yelling. A lot of guys held up their binders in their cars as they went by and expressed gratitude and they were going to participate. One last thing. Somebody pointed out to me that when a group starts to get conspicuous in the media, something happens. If you watch TV, if you watch TV commentators, you listen to news shows where somebody's from the right talking about the left, somebody from the left's talking about the right. What starts to happen is we become drama for the day, we become a TV show. But I want you to remember when you see and hear that on the radio and the TV, that you know better than that. Tell your family and your friends what they're seeing on TV is that they're selling drama. We are not selling drama, we are selling hope. Thank you all for coming out. Just want to let you know there's roughly a group of 12 of us have been meeting every week. and call for the strike, and I'm completely blown away with how big it's got. With so few people. Imagine if we had funding. Anyhow, I almost said go vote. It's Bernie Sanders, sorry. No, but donate, that's the word, donate. Thank you so much.
At the airport, we are powerful together. The drivers united will never be divided. The drivers united will never be divided. The drivers united will never be divided.